How's it guys? I want to take you through one of the flies I've had a lot of success on the KZN rivers when targeting scalies. I've definitely found that the bigger fish tend to hang out in the slightly bigger pools, the bigger runs, the deeper channels, and generally they eat big. So this is actually one of the smaller flies. We fish for them in the pools. I'm using a size 12 wide gape jig from Partridge. The other ingredients you're going to need is some turkey bite in olive, some flash blue with that blue ice reflection. You're looking for a finer type dubbing. You're looking for like a hairier, more coarse dubbing, spikier dubbing. And then I've just got offcuts of CDC. I've used the tips for something else. I'm using the bodies here now. I've got a 3mm orange bead on. I find the orange bead is very successful on the Nkamas. When you go to other rivers, I tend to fish copper beads or even black nickel. Keep the beading as natural as we can. Excuse if you hear any clips from my scissors. My youngster threw them across the room yesterday, so I've got a bent tip and creaking scissors at the moment, so I'm quite bummed about that. Using 18O Nanosilk. It's an awesome thread, super strong and super thin. I'm just going to build the head a little bit behind the slotted bead. I just want to get that bead to sit a bit. So I'm using slotted beads because we generally fish a long leader, and the jig hooks definitely help with setting with the less snags on the river. I'm just going to tie in the 2 blades of turkey bite, one on either side, not overly long, about the size of the shank. Tie the second one in. So essentially, this fly developed or came about. We had a lot of success with copper johns, and we also had a lot of success with hares and coppers. So this is essentially a combination of the two. So you've got a copper john bottom, or just with goose bite, and then into a hares and ear body. You just chop those off. You don't need them long. You don't need to waste space. Tie in the golden wire. Sorry, I actually forgot to say about that. So we're using ultra wire, just the small. So tie in some of the wire. And then I take a fine dubbing, something that's a little bit fibrous. So I think your squirrel will work quite well here. Let's take a little bit of that. Tiny bit. Put up nice thin body. I don't mind if it's coming loose because I'm going to brush it down in any case. But you're going to put that on, give that a little bit of a brush up. Get 1 or 2 fibers sticking out, and then you're going to wire it quickly. Once you've got that down, you're going to tie in the flasher blue for the neck, for the thorax. I know there's a big debate of whether you tie the flash on the bottom or the top, but well, me personally, I think that fly is flicking like that, whether it's on the top or the bottom, so I think you're seeing the same either way. So from here, once I've got that in, I'm going to pop a dubbing loop. I've left quite a big gap for the abdomen. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start with, or should actually pre-mix this. So I take my finer dubbing that I use for the body, and then I take a spikier dubbing, such as hair. That works very well. And then I just spike it up a bit. I think this is actually Jackal, the one I've got here. I've got given it a sample at one stage, but any coarse hair, any spiky hair will work. So enough. Put a little bit more together here quickly. It doesn't have to be perfectly blended. You actually want that mottled appearance in that neck in any case, so there's a little bit of contrast. So generally, if you look here, it's two different colours. So I've got a slightly darker one that I used on the body, and I put a lighter spikier dubbing in just to break contrast, well, from what I assume, so that you can identify the legs in the water. Get a generous amount because you are going to be rushing it out. A little bit more than usual because I left quite a big body, and then the last little bit, just put your CDC in. Just spin that all up. Just before it gets too tight on the back there, get a light brush, spin it some more, a little bit of a heavier brush, and now we're just going to palmer it back. Just hold up behind the neck and all the way in. Just going to catch that. Brush it out with it, split the neck and pop the flash back over. And then finish it off. I'll just use my bobbin to tighten it. This nether sort you get just a little bit better of a grip. And there you have a nice little nymph. Got the jungle imitation. That does extremely well for Natal yellowfish. Cool, enjoy.